Hello, everyone, and welcome back to AC Today Reports. We're so happy for our special edition, which is Youth Shine on this Saturday afternoon. I have with me our youth director, Pastor Patrick Graham. How are you doing today?
Hey, everything is fine. Back again.
Yes, that's right. And I have our co-hosts, Jake and Lauren McNaught. How are you all today?
I'm great. Happy to be here.
Awesome. That's right. And then I can't believe this is our last Saturday of all of this wonderful youth panel and youth shine. But we've had a great 4 weeks, right, guys?
We did.
Absolutely. And I just want to give you guys a shout out again. This whole series was the brainchild of these two young people right here. And we're so grateful to them for their vision. And we're excited with what has come out of it. Right, Pastor Graham?
You better believe it. I mean, we're still going to follow through. A lot of people have been asking about it. Today, I was at Serenity Church, and they have a lot of a wealth of different things that our young people do. So we're just going to be we're going to have more to deal with in the next couple of months or so.
Yeah, we got to continue to provide a platform for our young people, and this has been great for all of us. Now, if you're watching now, we want to make sure that you're sharing. We have a lot of great talent this afternoon. We have a lot of artists. We have a poet. We have some musicians, recording artists, a lot in store for you in this hour. So we hope you'll share this so other people can see. And if you're watching, you have questions for some of the people that you see featured, put them in the chat. We'll get to them at some point and ask the artists anything that you may have as our audience. All right, guys, you ready to get to this awesome talent we have here?
Let's go. Hey, before we go, we're going to pray and start for them.
Sure.
Let's just do that, and then we'll be ready to go. Looking good, Lauren. Looking good. Here we go. God, thank you. Our young people, we know, Lord, that you have blessed them with their talent. And I ask you, God, that at the end of this, we know that you're the one that gave it to them to shine for you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Now, you guys know that this was technically the youth shine for ages, 13 to 21? But we have a very special guest we're sneaking in there. She's only 7 years old, but we're going to start the program off with her. I'm so excited that she decided to be with us, and her name is Jordana. So we're going to bring her in. Hi, Jordana.
Hey.
How are you? Can you move over just a little bit? We can't see your beautiful face. Welcome to our Youth Shine. There you are. How old are you, Jordana?
7.
7 years old. And what church do you attend? New Life. Awesome. Awesome. So what talent are you going to be sharing with us today? What's your gift? Art. That's so awesome. We're really excited about that. We're going to share it in just a second. There we go. All right. Now, once we show everyone your beautiful artwork, we're going to have a few questions about it. Okay. All right. Here we go. It's coming up. Is that your artwork? Oh, wow.
Nice.
Looks great. So how long have you been drawing, Jordana?
A long time.
Long time. You're 7 and you've been doing this for a long time. We love that. We love that. So tell us what we're seeing. What's that first picture? What did you draw there?
Houses.
Okay. What about in the middle?
It's another house, just the inside of it.
Ah. And what about the end?
Yes.
Oh, you did that at VBS. That's kind of cool. You guys have any questions?
She
Go
was
ahead.
supposed to draw a picture of herself and what she loves to do. So she had the music on the outside of it, and she loves listening to music. She loved the sunshine. Beside that, she had the beach. That's what the water. She loves the water. And then she have a heart. I don't know if you could see it, right where her heart is. And she said that was because she loves Jesus.
Amen. That's awesome, Jordana.
I love that.
And she had pizza in her hand. I'm sorry. She said, what about her pizza?
Pizza? Oh, you
She
love
loves
pizza? So do we. Well, so do I. I don't know about you. This is awesome.
Hey, so Jordana, how did you start with art? Like, how did you start? You started in school? Did you start at home?
Start at home.
That's great.
Do you like to draw things for people?
Yeah. I draw them for my friends and for their birthday.
Oh, very
You
nice.
give them birthday presents, like your drawings are their birthday presents. That's cute. I like that.
She used them she makes her cards with her drawings.
That's nice.
Awesome. You know, you can get a deal with Hallmark by doing that. You know, they have all kinds of lines. You can make a kid line and it can be the Jordana collection. So, you know, keep doing that. And this is awesome.
Absolutely.
Very talented. And I love your picture, by the way. That little cross knee over there.
Thank you.
A little sassy. We love it. We love
Model.
it. Yes. Well, Jordana, we appreciate you sharing your talent with us. Very, very gifted. Keep doing it, okay? And don't forget about Hallmark. Write them up. Let them know what you can do. Okay, he said,
Thank you, Jordana.
Thank you, Jordana. Okay, now that was great to check out Jordana's awesome artwork at 7. You know, a lot of people don't really start that until they get a little bit older, but she has some attention to detail, some pretty cool stuff. Now, Jordana isn't the only one in her family that is an artist. She has a big brother who also has some skills he wants to share with us. Let's invite him. His name is Justin Pilarchi. He is 14 years old, and he also goes to New Life. So we're going to bring him on at this time. Hi, Justin. Just unmute your mic. There you are. How are you?
Good.
Great. So you got some skills with the pencil and the pen and the markers as well, huh?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to take a look, and then we're going to have a few questions for you. Okay. I know you have more, but we're going to share this one for now. So tell us about what we're seeing.
It's from a cartoon.
Is that Adventure Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. Yeah.
You guys are aging me. I'm like, oh, I don't. Yeah, okay. So Adventure Time. Oh, okay, cool. So that's a good thing, Justin. They recognize where it was from right away. So that's a big plus.
So how
I
did you
had
start?
as an art project for my school.
Okay.
Oh,
Art project.
cool. Jake,
So
you
who
asked
handed
when you
that?
started? Sorry.
Huh?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
I
say,
asked
how
if
long
you
have you
handed
been?
it.
I was gonna say, how long have you been doing this art thing for?
Since I was 7.
Wow.
Oh, the same age as your sister is now. You think you inspired her?
Yes.
You think so? So how often do you draw? Is it something you do daily, weekly, just when you feel like it?
When I feel like it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's good.
You should do a collab with your family. Do like a picture that you guys, do together. Be nice.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Justin? You think you can work with Jordana and create a nice family collab project?
I can try.
You could try. Do you make cards for people's birthdays as well?
No.
I love it. I love it. What are some of your favorite things to draw, though, aside from, having a project?
In general, I just like drawing cartoon characters and stuff like that.
Okay, that's your niche. We gotcha. We gotcha.
So do you like start this from scratch, or do you like look at it, or like how do you paint? I mean, how do you draw something like this?
Some of the times I look at it, but since we can't do that in school, most of the time I actually have to draw it from my head.
Oh wow.
Wow, pretty good. Pretty good. Well,
So-
go ahead. You have another question?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what other? You said you draw a lot of like cartoon characters and stuff. What other like characters can you draw?
I can draw some stuff from Ben 10.
Okay.
Ben 10.
And
That's
can't really think of the other ones.
That's kind of cool, though. You have your niche, which is like cartoon drawings, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, any more questions for Justin? We'll bring you back in the end if anyone else has questions from our live audience. But from what we see, you have some talent there. We hope you keep doing it.
Thanks.
Great. Thanks for chatting with us and allowing your talent to shine. All right, we'll bring you back at the end. Thanks, Justin.
See you later.
All right, great. So we have a family of talented individuals there. And next, we also have another artist that we're going to bring up. And her name is Elliott Hicks. As you can see there, she's 16 years old, and she attends the Bladensburg Church in Maryland. So let's invite Elliott to us here now. Hi, Elliott.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm really excited to be here.
That's great, because we're excited to have you. So we just shared that you are 16 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and you attend Bladensburg Church. Where is that located for those who are not familiar?
Originally, it was actually in Bladensburg.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's in Lanham Severn, so Bowie.
Okay, there we go. So right there in that Maryland area. Cool.
Yep.
So we're going to share some of your artwork now. Elliott sent a lot of great stuff. I tried to showcase as much of it as I could, but I have to say I found it to be you to have a very unique perspective, and I'm excited to kind of hear some of from you in terms of your inspiration. So let me bring that up just a second here. Sorry for the delay here. Make sure it's the right one. Check this out, everybody.
Oh, wow.
This is some of Elliott's work. She does a lot of great stuff here. So I'll just give everybody a minute to absorb all this detail and color. This is great stuff. So of course we want to know, how long have you been doing this?
As far as I can remember, since about second or third grade. So maybe when I was like 7.
That seems to be the age where that artistic thing kicks in.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You freehand these?
Yes.
Wow.
Look at the amount of detail. I wish I could like zoom in on some of it, but where do you think you get your inspiration from? Like, what makes you want to take pen to paper or marker to paper?
Well, I look at a lot of I watch a lot of cartoons. I grew up watching cartoons. I grew up watching anime. I also come from a really musical family, so I love music. I can't draw if I'm not like listening to something. So a lot of times listening to music will give me inspiration, or just watching something on TV.
Cool.
So like these pictures, I mean, did you use like anime characters to like? Are these anime characters you drew these from, or are these just like things that you?
Most of them are characters I created. The boy with the green hair is from an anime called My Hero Academia. So he's an actual character that I've drawn, and the boy with the black silhouette is from a show called Avatar. It's like it was really popular a few years ago, and it just came back. So I wanted to draw that, and it took a really long time.
How long? That's a lot of detail.
Probably. Oh man, probably like more than 8 hours. It took me. I had to take breaks from it. I did it with charcoal, so it took a really long time. I had to blend all the colors and everything, so it definitely took me probably more than 8 hours.
Wow.
Are all of these from charcoal? Or just that black one?
Just the black one. Most of the time, I use markers, color pencils, and occasionally I'll do things on my phone or computer. But I like to explore with different mediums, so that's why I decided to add in the charcoal piece.
Do you like make cartoon strips? I know like with these drawings, you can definitely make up stories with them. You ever tried like making up cartoon strips?
Occasionally. Sometimes like when I'm really bored, I'll sketch something out. So here I have a sketch of one of the characters that I made up, explaining things about herself. So it was kind of a thing that stemmed from middle school. Like if I was bored in class, I would start drawing and I would make these tiny little comics. So sometimes I do that.
Wow, you seem really passionate about this art. Would you like, are you gonna do this as a career when you're older?
Yes, I think I will. I want to go into either animation or possibly concept art, but definitely something that has to do with art because it's a big passion of mine.
That's great.
Yeah, and you're great at it. Do you do graphic design? Do you do things on the computer, like digitally?
Yes. Yep, I did. So the boy with the green hair, I did on my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Cool. This is great. I mean, part of the reasons we're doing this is to give our youth an opportunity to shine, obviously. But we're hoping that somebody's watching this, someone sees the giftedness that God has given all of the young people here and maybe can open up opportunities for you. So this would be great. I mean, when you said you had like comic characters, I was already thinking about, something that we could produce for young people. We don't have a lot of literature or artwork that's produced by adventist young people. So, you have a lot of potential here. This is really awesome. And we want to thank you for taking some time out to shine with us this afternoon. We'll bring you back in the end in case people have questions that they want to ask Elliott. But thank you so much for this. This is awesome.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
For chatting with us. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay. All right, guys. You see, this talent is just all over the place. We've seen some great artists so far, and we also now have a new form of art that we haven't had on Youth Shine, and that is poetry. And we're going to invite Ezreal to join us. I'm going to bring her up now. Hi, Ezreal.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. So, Ezreal, I brought your picture up, but I didn't audibly say, how old are you?
I am 14 years old.
14 years old. And what church are you from?
Calvary in Newport News, Virginia.
All right, Virginia in the house. Okay, great. We have representation from Virginia. All right, so I already kind of spilled the beans that you are a poet. And before we talk about that, we want to give everyone the opportunity to hear one of your latest pieces. And what's the title of it before we hit play?
Who are you?
Who are you? What a question. Let's check it out now.
Hi everyone, I am Ezreal. I'm a 14-year-old member of the Calvary Seventh-day Adventist Church in Newport News, Virginia. And I will be reading you a poem that I created. Who are you? Do you know who you are? It's not what you do, like a drink at the bar. It's not what you have. You know, that really nice car. It's not your emotions that are completely bizarre. Do you know who you are? Can you sing or write? Do you work so hard you have a big appetite? Are you good with kids or making bids? Can you play a show or manage gigs? Talents upon talents. How many do you have? Do you use them like how Moses turned a snake into a staff? Using it for God's glory and not for your own. Directing it to Him, the King on the throne. Created in God's image, you're at the line of scrimmage. God has open arms while Satan wears a grimace. Make up in your mind what you want to witness. Don't start something that's impossible to finish. You still don't know who you are? A prince proudly wears his battle scar. A princess is graceful like a shooting star. And you're telling me you still don't know who you really are. Created by a God that is perfect in all his ways, the one who sent Moses to free all those slaves. He is your father. Are you caught in a daze? Isn't it nice to know your father can amaze? You are smart. You were created with a very big heart. You can carve this in wood. When God made you, he said, you are good. Thank you.
Yay! That was
Amazing
awesome.
snaps for poetry.
That's right. You're
Snaps for
right.
poetry.
You got to keep it.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Wow.
It's great. So run me through the process of like how you did that. So did you start off like you just wrote in a notepad like how you wanted it to be? Like how did you do that?
I kind of just went along with the flow. Like, an idea hit me. I was kind of doubting myself, and my mom always told me, remember who you are and whose you are. And it just kind of flowed once I started the first line.
Oh, so you just did it on the spot, like you didn't even.
Pretty much.
Kind of freestyled it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, how often do you write?
That's amazing.
I kind of write whenever I feel something, whenever I'm moved to write.
Okay, so what moved you in this case again?
I was doubting myself, and my mother said, remember who you are and whose you are.
And you know you're not alone. There's so many young people, even adults, who doubt themselves daily, and we have to constantly remind ourselves. So this is a great piece for you, because I could see as you were reciting it, you saw like your confidence kind of boost. And so I think that's great, because that can help other young people kind of go through that same process. Is that kind of your goal with your poetry, to inspire other people?
Yes, definitely.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I used to write poetry when I was younger. I like rhyming. Do you like rhymes? Like, you know, I know there's all types of poetry, but I always liked having my last two words of the sentence rhyme. Do you find that that's kind of your style?
Yes, definitely.
I love it. I love it. It's good to hear that you still like. I mean, you know, when I used to teach English literature, and I would have my students write poems, and they used to hate it. Like that was like one of the worst assignments that I could give the class. But so I like to see when young people actually enjoy it. What do you think about it is about writing poetry that resonates with you? Why do you think, you know, it's something you enjoy?
I think it just gives me a safe place to express myself, and I can do that in the comfort of my own notebook. And it doesn't have to be out there for everybody to see, and I can share it when I feel like it.
That's great.
That's great.
Do you have any like inspirations for you know, that when it comes to poetry?
There's a girl at my church, and her name's Naila, and she does a lot of spoken words. And that just inspired me to get into poetry. And I started when COVID began.
Oh, so since COVID started.
Yeah.
See, we were saying how COVID, even last week when we were talking about COVID, we were saying how it had some benefits for some people because they started to do things they never did before. So you're an example of that and inspired you to kind of write poetry. And listen, we need something to lift us up. It's been quite a week, quite a day with all the news we've been hearing, and everyone's really feeling like 2020 is just not on our side right now.
Right.
So we need more poems like yours to help lift us up. So we hope you'll keep writing. Is that your plan? Is that something you think you'll keep doing for a while?
I think so.
Okay, good. Keep writing it. Keep filling up that notebook. You never know. You could be the next Maya Angelou. That's great, Ezreal. We appreciate you taking the time to share. It was like you said, you know, something that can be close to the heart. Yeah, thank you. See, you're good. See, we appreciate the news. Some of that can be close to the heart. These are your personal thoughts for yourself, but you chose to take something meant to inspire you to also inspire others. So thank you for doing that, and thank you for sharing it.
You're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to try.
No problem. All right, we'll see you back in a little bit, but we thank you for joining us and shining on this platform. So we'll see you back at the end, okay?
Okay.
Wow.
All right, great. I love to see the variety of talent that we have here today. We're going to keep it moving because we have a few more artists that we want to showcase. The next person we have, and we're really excited about that, is Cordelia. I'm going to pull her up here now. Cordelia is also 13, and she goes to Mount Zion Miracle Station. Cordelia, you ready to join us?
Yeah, hi.
There you are. Hi, Cordelia. How are you?
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. For those who don't know where Mount Zion Miracle Station is, where is it located?
In Wilmington.
Okay, Wilmington, Delaware. Awesome, awesome. So you're also one of our featured artists today. We have a lot of you, very talented artists. So we're going to show some of your artwork, and then we're going to ask you a few questions, just like we did with our other artists. So let's see. Check this out.
Wow.
Look at
I
this
like the
one.
colors.
Everything pops, exaggerated eyes. This is a cool style. So Cordelia, tell us, when did this all start that you like to draw and what inspires you? Give us some details.
Well, around 2016, I started to draw a lot. So like 3rd grade or 4th grade. And I'm inspired by anime, cartoons, and like other forms.
Okay, cool. Kind of like Elliott. She also said she was inspired by anime.
Yeah.
I have a question about the 3rd drawing. How did you get her hair to look so shiny?
With like alcohol markers and like other like stuff I had to use. It took a pretty long time.
Oh, so you just use different like shades of the pink and blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said alcohol markers?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't, I'm out of the game here. We just had Crayola 8-pack and so I didn't even know there was such thing. That's kind of cool. And we can see the fact.
Are these like characters you made up or are they from like TV shows and cartoons?
So the one that's Has
The
this
white.
yellow hair.
Mm-hmm.
She's from an anime.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. How long did it take you to make that?
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours straight. Wow, no breaks.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Now we can tell you like color. I knew that before I even saw your artwork when I saw your picture, because there's like this as you guys see in the top right there, this beautiful color background behind you, and your hair was purple. I was like, okay, she has some fire flash to her. We like that. That's kind of cool.
Thank
That's
you.
really cool.
Mhm.
So is this something we've been asking everybody? Is this something you think you want to do professionally down the line?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Great.
Do
Yeah.
you want to get into like graphic design or like animation? Because this looks
Yeah, like animation, like comic books,
All right. I see some collaboration about to happen right here with you guys, because we have quite a few artists here. We need to write the comic book and just give you guys the pictures. Yeah, see, even some of your fellow Youth Shine members are talking about what they see. And when we bring everybody together, we'll have that dialogue. This is great stuff.
Definitely.
Very talented. And you're only 13. Imagine how this
Mhm.
is going to improve as you get older. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. I love these colors. I love the colors so much. They're like
Yeah,
bright and
it really
vibrant.
pops, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you know, the more I look at the artwork from you all, the more I say, wow, you know, at church sometimes we only get to see the talents of our young people that are musicians, and that's not to take anything away from our musicians, but we have no idea of some of this type of talent that's sitting
Right.
in our pews every day. So I'm really happy that we get to show some of it today. So thank you, Cordelia. We'll bring you back with everybody in the end, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was great, right, guys?
It was.
I love these cartoons. They're so like I can see the life in them. When they talk about it too, they're so passionate.
Yeah, you can see it's like, yeah, we definitely want to continue doing it. And so, that's why we have to create. I applaud you guys once again for stressing the importance of having people showcase specifically the art. Because you all, especially you, Lauren, were very specific about, artists of all types being featured. And so we have a little bit of that. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
So we want to bring on, and just so everyone knows, Lauren and Jake, who are great musicians, will also be part of this Youth Shine, and we're going to feature them as our grand finale. But we do have a few more people. We have a few more people that we want to bring on, and one of these individuals, you have seen her. She's been part of our youth panel that we've had the privilege of experiencing for 2 of the 4 weeks of our special series here, and that's none other than Jamae Ferguson. She's 21 years old, and she is currently attending Sharon Temple Church in Delaware. We're going to invite her to the Shine Room. Hi, Jamae. Welcome back.
Hey, how are you guys?
Great. We're happy to have you. And the funny thing about Jamae, you guys may recall, the reason I knew Jamae was an artist is because it was pretty much a call like this one, where in the background, I was like, what's that back there? Jamae, did you do that? And she's like, yeah, I did all that artwork. And so I said, well, forget the panel. You got to be on our Youth Shine as well, because I saw a lot of giftedness there. And so we want to give everyone else a chance to see kind of your perspective from art. Because I think it definitely has a voice. And so we're going to, let's put that up so we can talk about this a little bit. All right. So I hate that, I had to shrink everything, but I was like, I can't pick one or two. I want to put them all up. So hopefully everyone can make out what we're seeing here. And I have to say, with everything going on in this world right now, the one to the far right just instantly spoke to me. Tell us about that one first. What was that? What inspired that piece, and what are we seeing there?
Um, it was a particular instance where I just heard a very powerful statement about the Black community and about like the resurgence of racial injustice. Not necessarily resurgence, but like just coming to the forefront of it because it's it's an undercurrent, but just how everything is bubbling up and like things are changing and stuff. And this was before like we really saw like protests and stuff starting to happen. But I was like, there was just a lot battering around in my head, and how I get a lot of that out is by writing, by drawing, and by painting. And I knew I needed to like have color and like be able to like throw color around to be able to express how I was feeling. And so that was how this piece came to be.
I think that's what I like about it, because even with the Black Lives Matter movement and other things, you see the black and white contrast a lot, but to see this with color kind of expresses all of the emotions that come when you're thinking about these type of issues. So I think that's a great perspective. It's really good, really good, really nice. So tell us about the other pieces too. I see, we have a ballerina, we have someone just chilling, relaxing. Like, what's your inspiration? Where does this come from?
Well, each of them come from different spots. So the ballerina, I've always been like obsessed with the ballet since I was real young, and I wasn't able to like actually get into it the way I wanted to. So I thought I may as well just draw and paint ballerinas just to be able to like still have that connection with the ballet. And I gave her Converse because I love Converse.
See, I wish I could blow it up. She has Converse. I love that.
Yeah. So, and I was also trying to like move from drawing like sketching to actually drawing human bodies with color and like being able to do that because I'd never done that before. So I was like kind of scared, but this was a part of that like daring thing that I was going through. And then the sunset looking one where there's like you see the silhouettes of people, that's inspired by my dad's family. He's the fourth of 11, and the woman in the middle, if you can like, she's like the tallest figure, that's his mom. And so I painted that when I was in 10th grade, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that's what that's inspired by. And they're like on their way home. And then the woman who's like the one with the very long limbs, who's like flexing kind of.
Yeah.
And the one who has her fist raised, they're both from a collection that I did, a 4-piece collection. And that actually stemmed from like a place of anger because I was upset at the time. And so I was like, I have to be able to encapsulate how I'm feeling because there was different like sections of my anger that I was feeling. And I was like, okay, I feel a kind of anger that makes me feel like I just need to sit and chill. So that's reflective in this girl here. One makes me feel like I need to go out and like express like that I'm upset in a more productive way. That's the girl like this. And there were 2 other ones that aren't included here, but those are also manifestations of how I was feeling. And then finally, the giraffe. Giraffes are my favorite animals.
Okay.
It's a giraffe.
And that's a great giraffe.
Thank you.
I like the sky in the background and everything. This is kind of cool. But I want to go back to this collection of 4.
Okay.
So I liked that you said, a lot of people, there's even something called art therapy. A lot of people use art to help them process emotions and even express themselves in that way. So after you completed this collection of 4, did you experience the relief that you were seeking when you started?
Even like during like each, like I said, I felt the reason it was 4 is because I felt like my anger was split up into 4. And so as each piece was finished or coming like to an end, and like while I was doing it, I could just see like I just felt myself, both acknowledging how I was feeling and like just letting it be, like putting it to rest kind of.
That's awesome.
Do you have any like favorite artists or anyone that you look up to as like an inspiration or anything?
There's like a lot. I'm trying to think of who comes to the. Well, actually, no one knows this person because she was my art teacher in middle school, but her name is Miss Stewart, and she was the one who had like encouraged me to get into art and like pursue it for real when I was in like seventh grade, I think. And she is an amazing artist. Like I can't even. She's fantastic. So I would say she's like the one that I think of immediately. There's a couple. I forget their names. I'm so sorry. I'm blanking. But there's a couple like Black female artists that I've been like following recently, and they're just fire. So them as well. Yeah.
Do you sell your artwork? I mean, is that something that
I haven't started yet because I don't want to part with them. So I'm trying to like learn how to or figure out how to do that, like get the prints and stuff because I know you can do that.
Right.
So I think I want to start doing that, but you know.
You should. You know, even just the way you explained that I don't know, I'm stuck on this 4-part anger. I feel like a lot of people can relate to those emotions, particularly with the climate we're in right now, and as a people of color, those type of collections would probably fly off the market because people need some outlet, and to see you kind of put on paper or canvas what people are feeling inside, I see as being very healing, therapeutic for others, you know, not just yourself. So listen, you know, like I said, we're putting this stuff out there so people can see the gifts that you have and even help you figure out that process of how to, you know, get it to a point where others can be blessed by this. Because this is true talent. And we feel fortunate enough to even look at it. And I know for everyone it's kind of small, but the detail is awesome and the perspective is awesome. Great stuff, Jamae.
I was gonna ask, do you have a favorite? Like, picture that you've drawn? Because my favorite, I like the giraffe one, but what's your favorite?
Thanks. Out of these 5 or 6?
Out of these and like overall as well.
Out of these, I would say the fist.
Okay.
Yeah. Overall, I don't know. Out of these,
Which one took the longest? Like how long do these typically take?
So, well, it depends. Like my level of motivation. Like the 4-part one, it took me about a week and a half.
Wow.
But I'm also like, I don't like to work myself. So if after a while, if I'm like, okay, because sometimes I have to just stop and then be like, I'm gonna pick this up. You know what I mean? But the giraffe one, I think out of all of these took me the longest because the giraffe has a lot of detail in it, a lot of like shading and highlighting and layering and stuff. So that one took a minute. But yeah.
What are these like made from? Are these like special type of pencils? I can't like guess.
They're mostly acrylic, and the fist one is oil and acrylic.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Great stuff.
They look pretty. I like them.
They are, right? I'm ready to purchase some of this artwork we're seeing from that.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you, Jamae. We'll bring you back, and you'll get to chat with some of the other artists. I think you guys are inspiring each other. It's great to see fellow artists. Like I said, you don't really see that a lot. So I'm happy to be able to see what you're producing as you're inspired. This is great stuff. Thanks for joining us on You Shine.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, Jamae.
All right, so we'll see you back in the end. All right, guys. See, this is just a great group of talented people. I'm excited about it. And so our last few segments will deal with the musical talents, and we have Faith Anderson. I think you guys know Faith, right?
Yeah, she goes to our church.
Oh, I put churches and oranges. I'm sorry. I meant community. Sorry about that. Faith Anderson, she's 18 and she goes to Community Church in Englewood, New Jersey. I, trying to Trying to take you to another church. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
How you doing, Faith?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. And like I said, you know these other two people here because they also go to your church, right?
Yeah. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Jake.
Now, who's that cute little puppy?
Oh, I didn't even realize he was in the camera. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect. We love
This is my
him.
dog, Leo.
Hi, Leo. He's like, hey, if you're getting some shine, I want some too.
Yeah.
Here in a little quick. Okay,
Just chilling over there.
So as I referenced, you are a recording artist. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. So you've been singing for quite a bit, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I've been singing since like about 2015, so a long time.
Yes, it is. Now, before we talk a little bit more about that, we're going to listen to some of your music and hopefully we can correct that little creaking noise we're hearing right now. Now, we actually have two videos from you, and I couldn't even decide which one. Which one to play? So I might try to sneak in a little bit of both. I think it's worth it. But we're gonna start with In Him. I think I have that one queued up. Yes. Before I hit play, you want to tell us a little bit about this song? Oh, you're still muted, Faith. Sorry.
Okay, sorry about that. So this song I had wrote with my dad. Actually, like majority of the album I wrote with him. But this song I partnered with him as well as my hope. And this song really is just like about peer pressure and like how all of us like have difficult times like in high school and stuff like that. Especially me personally. I had a hard time like trying to live a life for God while living in the world. And like it talks about like, you trying to fit in and just like giving up on trying to please society and like focus on, pursuing a life that pleases God and stuff like that. So that's really what it's like.
All right. Well, let's hear it. Oh, sorry. You guys can hear that? No, not yet. Right? Let me do that.
I heard it.
You heard it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right, let's get this up again then. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Here we go. Okay, so you guys can't hear. Let me try this again. I think I shared the audio portion. I'm sitting here enjoying myself and nobody else can hear a thing, huh? Okay, let's do this properly. There we go. Share audio. That's important. You guys hear it now?
It's the joy that keeps me singing. So you see is God feel so much better. It's love. Let me see, there's nothing greater. So now I am free to live my life. Every day I smile again, 'cause I know Jesus is my friend. If we could only learn to love, we will see happiness return to us. Come on, let's go. Let the whole world know that the love of God is all we can trust. I'm moving, have my being. It's the joy that keeps me singing. It's the God in me. If what has to be done is for Him, then I'm in. I'm closing every door to hatred and dwelling on the promise He gave us. So the life that I'm living right now is for Him. It's for Him. I really used to wonder what people think of me. Am I slim or cute enough for you to like me? See, all the pressure different than it used to get to me. But now I say that each new day I gain the victory. My life is measured by dimensions of my pretty face. I plead the blood so I am covered by amazing grace. No need to try to just lie to be in someone's clique. Not striving for earthly wealth, 'cause I'm already rich. Can't you see the enemy is trying to make us hate? But just remember I could choose to not participate. Yo, you really don't have to like me, but I love you because His love is inside me. I'm not in love with myself. I love me enough to know that He is my help, my strength. My mission now is to live just for Him. So if what you wanna do is for Him, then I'm in. I'm moving, have my being. It's the joy that keeps me singing. So you see, it's the God in me. If what has to be done is for Him, then I'm in. Then I'm in. Then I'm in. Then I'm in.
All right. That was
And
great.
it gave us the best of both worlds there.
Yes. I love that. I mean, when we got to that part, I almost saw Jamae's fist in the air. Like, yeah. Got some skills there. So I really like what you said about your inspiration for the song. You know, being in high school, which we know isn't easy for a lot of young people dealing with, you know, peer pressure and people, you know, trying to put on you what you should be and trying to fit in and all that stuff. And I think you did a great job touching a lot of that in the song. How old were you when you wrote this one?
I was 13. Yeah, 13.
13?
13.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, I'm just like, wow. I mean, that was 5 years ago. I mean, that is great. And I think it can almost be an anthem for young girls. I'm sorry, are you guys hearing that?
Yeah, I'm hearing it
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I think it's. We'll see if we can. I think we might be getting a little feedback from you, Faith. But we're gonna try to work through it. We'll get some earbuds or something. But no, tell us a little bit about what that song, because I mean, this has kind of been the theme with everyone that we talked to in terms of using their talent to kind of express some type of emotion or as therapy. How did writing this song help you personally?
For me, during the time like I actually wrote this, like the song came out, because I was so young, I didn't really like understand a lot of the things that were like talked about in the song, you know. When this song actually came out, I wasn't even on high school yet. I was going into high school. I was freshman. So a lot of the things I didn't even get to experience, but I'm glad that I did, actually put it out, because now that I'm older, I use that song throughout my high school career, and it made me like stay on track and understand that I don't have to like please anybody else but God, because He's the one that created me. I'm not like on this earth to be, trying to fit in into different cliques and all that kind of stuff. So it was like a guide, I guess, and it was a blessing in disguise, because I didn't really understand it when I was 13. I really understood it when I was 17 going on 18. So yeah.
That's great. I remember when we were younger and we used to be at church, and I used to hear you sing like special music and do praise and worship and all that good stuff. And now you have an album and you have music videos and all that. You have a YouTube channel too, so that's amazing to see that. Do you have like anyone that inspires you in doing all this music and everything?
I would say that somebody that inspires me. I have a couple of people, like definitely my dad. He inspires me when it comes to like his connection and like how he presents himself when he sings in front of people, like the way he ministers to people, the way he brings people in and like gives his testimony. And I think that he inspires me in that way. And when it comes to like the way I want my music to be received, I would say that Jonathan McReynolds is my inspiration, just because how transparent he is and how real he is about like different like topics and things that we don't really like talk about because they're so uncomfortable, but he makes it in a way that like it's okay to talk about it. It's something that we are all dealing with. It's something that's important to talk about in order for all of us to overcome those kind of things. So those two people I would say like are my inspiration.
So this sounds like some industry level music. I like it. Are there any like artists in the industry that you would love to collaborate with? Like the dream collab, like what is it?
That's a good question. I would say that's actually a really good question. I never really thought about that. I would say Tasha Cobb or maybe Kiara Shear. Those would be like the top people that I would like dream of.
Okay.
Like,
Powerhouses.
yeah.
Well, you're on the right track. You're definitely gonna get there. Absolutely.
And when we bring everyone back, we're going to make sure everyone knows where they can find your music and all of the other YouTube and all the other ways that people can connect with you. Because I think this is the kind of songs for me I have two daughters. These are the kind of songs I'm hoping that they're listening to so that they can grow up to be confident in women. And so I'm sure there are other parents and other individuals like myself who want this kind of music playing in our children's ears, particularly during this time. So thank you so much, Faith. And we'll bring you back. And I think we'll probably go out of the show with your other song that I have. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. So we'll see you back in a little bit. Hi, Faith. So that was awesome, right, guys? Well, you guys get to hear her talent all the time because you guys her. But now we're at this point where guess what? We're going to feature you two. I don't even have to invite anyone to the, but just to keep it slow, how we've been doing things, let's introduce you. We have Jake and Lauren McNaught. Jake is 19 and Lauren is 15, and they go to community church in Englewood, New Jersey. Oh, let's welcome them at this time. Oh, there they are. So, guys, we kind of gave everyone a sneak peek the last time we did the You Shine about what you guys do. But before we share it, tell us some of the instruments that you all play.
Oh, starting with me, I started playing. I started playing the drums when I was like, I don't even remember, maybe like 8 or something. And then recently I picked up the piano, and then now I play the bass as well. So I play 3 instruments.
Awesome. Lauren?
I started off with the piano many, many years ago. I used to play in church. Like I used to have like a little section during church where I just like play the intro. I remember it was like I think it was Children's Story. I'd like play the intro song to it and then like go about my business. But then now I learned to play organ. I'm still learning, and I used to play saxophone in middle school.
Wow, awesome. It's so funny. I don't know what I was doing. I was looking up something, whether it was with your church or something. And I saw this video of you, Lauren, like a little girl at the piano at church, this huge piano. And you are just sitting there. I was like, oh my goodness, she's been playing for a while. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And you too, Jake. I saw some pictures of you as a little boy, just kind of hanging out by the drums and stuff. So. So now we're going to share a little bit of something that you all put together. And then we'll ask you guys a few questions before we bring everyone back. So let me share the audio and let's check this out. What are we about to see, guys? You want to kind of intro this? What are we
This
seeing?
is praise and worship.
Okay.
It's praise and worship we put in the stream and things. The virtual
These what you do for your church for the worship service.
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out.
I'll praise you, Lord, with all my soul, with all my soul. I'll praise you, Lord, praise with my mouth, I'll praise with my life. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. I'll praise you, Lord, with all my soul, with all my soul. I'll praise you, Lord, praise with my mouth, praise with my life. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. I'll praise you, Lord, with all my soul, with all my soul. I'll praise you, Lord. I'll praise with my mind, I'll praise with my life. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. I'll praise you, Lord, with all my soul, with all my soul. I'll praise you, Lord. Praise in my mouth, praise with my life. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Oh, 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 oh. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. I'll praise you, Lord, with all my soul, with all my soul. I'll praise you, Lord. I'll praise with my mind, I'll praise with my life. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. I'll praise you, Lord, with all my soul, with all my soul. I'll praise you, Lord. I'll praise with my mind, I'll praise with my life. And everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Oh, 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 everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Praise Him in the good times. Praise Him in the going wrong. Praise Him. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Praise Him. Praise Him. He is worthy. Praise Him. Give Him praise. Praise Him. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord. Praise Him. Praise Him. Praise Him. Praise Him. Praise Him. do, I'll praise you, Lord. Oh, oh, everything I do, I'll praise you, Lord.
Now it's my turn to clap. Yay! I'm sorry it was a little echoey, but if people want to hear it again, where can they find this music? You said you produce it for church, right?
Yeah. They could go to our church page, Community SDA Church. You'll be able to find it there.
Now, let's make sure everyone understands this. You guys kind of do this weekly for your church, right? You guys, the young people, kind of come together, not necessarily weekly, but several times each month to produce the praise and worship music.
Yeah, every once in a while we do some praise and worship.
Okay, so you have the choir, but you guys are the musicians for this youth praise team, if you will, right?
Yep.
And Jake, you're the one who puts the videos together, right? The virtual.
Yeah. I put them together.
That's great. I mean, that's awesome. That's where it's at right now. Everyone's doing the virtual choirs and stuff. So it's great to have our young people who are able to not just be the musicians, but also do the editing and put together a nice piece. So congrats to you guys. I was trying to zoom in on you down there at the bottom because I saw how you were going, Jake, with those sticks. That's some mad skill. And Lauren, you could just tell you're at home right there on the keyboard. So that's pretty awesome. So just like we asked everyone else, do you think this is something that you'll continue to do as you get older, maybe even professionally one day?
Not for me. I mean, I like doing it as a hobby, just at church, but not as of profession.
Okay.
Yeah, not professionally. Maybe just for church.
Okay. Yeah, but keep it going. Even when you start your careers, continue to play. I mean, it is a gift. I don't have that gift. So those of us who don't have these gifts, we're always trying to encourage other people, do it, keep doing it. I wish I knew how. But your parents, did they encourage you guys to get into music pretty early at a young age?
Yeah.
They did. Okay. Yeah. And you stuck to it. See, I mean, I can tell my children, stick to it. You eventually will like it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we want to thank you guys for not just putting the spotlight on others, but allowing yourselves to get a little shine with the giftedness that you have. And we're right around the time where we need to wrap up, but we want to bring everyone back, all of the people that we've talked to today. So we're going to start adding them back right now so we can have a final chat with everybody. We had so many people that Cordelia said, there you are. I think I had to actually kick some people out. I feel bad about that. Justin, you there? All right, everybody. This is part of our Youth Shine group. I have everybody here. Yes, I think so. All right, so what did you guys think about the other talents that you were able to listen to today, or see today, I should say?
I thought everybody was amazing. The drawing was incredible. It was spot on. And then all the music was just so beautiful.
Yes, I agree with you, Ezreal. It was you guys are a pretty talented group. Now, some of our artists, all of your artists, but those who draw, and did you kind of see I know some of you were kind of relating to the anime and things of that nature. Did I'm just thinking, wouldn't it be great if we had a art group for young people where you guys can share techniques and help each other improve in different areas and share resources? I mean, that just came to me, but is that something our artists would be interested in?
I think so, because me personally, I don't meet a lot of artists in real life, and The main reason I have for that is because like a lot of artists are introverts a lot of the time, so we don't always like talk about our art openly and just like show it to everybody. So like opportunities like this are really great, and it's really great to like get to know and see like other artists, whether they draw or not, because everybody here was just really talented, and it was really cool to see what everybody was able to do. It was a really nice experience.
Hey, thanks, Elliott, and we appreciate you being a part of that. Anyone else? Anyone have any questions for anyone else on the panel that maybe we didn't get to, but you were curious about?
I do. I have a question for Jamae.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do you sell your art?
I said no earlier, but that's not true. I just remembered that I sold a four-piece collection to one of my mom's friends, like last year or earlier this year. But I don't regularly sell it, no, because I want, like I said, I want to be able to like do the prints thing because I want to keep the originals. But you know, I'm trying to get there slowly but surely.
That's cool. Because I really love the fist painting that you did. That was really, really nice.
I'm telling you, Jamae, if you mass produce that.
Once I, learn how to do it, I got it.
That would be great. That would be great. So good. So Jordana, you were the youngest to join us today. What did you think about all the other artwork you saw? Pretty cool, huh?
It was fantastic.
Yeah, see, and a lot of them started when they were your age, and you're already doing it. So we can't wait to see what your artwork looks like in 5, 6, 7 years. So keep it up, okay? All right, guys. Well, anybody else have any questions? We do want to give everyone the opportunity to kind of shout out where people can, like Faith, we want you to be able to share where people can get your music or listen to your music, and anybody else, any of our artists or our poets who want to, if people want to contact them. Actually, you probably should go through me. I don't want you guys giving out that kind of stuff. But Faith, let's start with you. Can you tell us where people can listen to your music?
Okay, I have 2 YouTube channels. So there, one of them where you can actually like look at the music, and I actually have our latest music video out. It's called Faith Anderson Official on YouTube. And then I have another channel called Lexi Faith, and that's just like a lifestyle channel that I like post videos about like me and stuff like that. And then my Instagram is Faith Anderson A. So Faith Andersona. So yeah.
All right, cool. And if anyone, let me put this out because I don't mind putting it. If anybody's interested in the artwork of the young people that we've shared, reach out to me. Let me put my email address so we can make a connection with these young people. We're really happy about the talents that God has given them, but we also want this to be an opportunity for them to have exposure to other platforms so that they can, be able to do this on a larger scale. Some of you are looking for people to do poetry. We have Ezreal who's willing to write whatever you need. And we have other artists who, I think we're going to put together a comic book. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know because we have too many talented anime artists that we need to come together and put some type of spiritual hero. I mean, today, I don't know. I was really sad last night when I got the news about Chadwick, and it really impacted so many people. It shows the need for us as people of color to have ourselves portrayed as heroes. And so, with some of the talent I saw here today, I could see us like, really taking this thing to the next level. But we appreciate. We appreciate the talent that was here today, and we appreciate all of you being willing to kind of pour your souls out to the constituents of AEC, as Elliott kind of said. Sometimes art in whatever form can be kind of personal, and sometimes it's difficult to share it with others. But I applaud you all for being so brave and doing that here today. So thank you guys. We appreciate you and your gifts. Keep using them for God's glory. All right. So I promised that we would go out with Faith's second song that we didn't get to play. But once again, just wanted to say thank you to everybody, and hopefully we can stay in touch and continue to get your gifts out there on a platform where others can appreciate them. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and we're going to end with as soon as I can find it. This is the day, right? That's your other song, Faith?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about that before we go, and we'll play it out.
Oh, so that one, my dad actually wrote that one. It's just about, deciding to like completely turn your life over to God and just choosing like the day to like just get it started, like not waiting another second.
All right. We know the importance of that. All right, everyone. So see you all later. We're going to end with this video. Oh, let me do it properly though. We want to hear the audio on this one. Now, this is the day.
Hi, it's Sam Barker.
Oh no, sorry.
Behind me is Landmark Hall.
Let's get past the commercial. Let's start at the beginning.
My people who are called by my name, says the Lord. It's time to get ready. This is the day. Come on, let's go.
I'm trading my sorrows for joy found only in the Lord. I was bound, and now I'm free. So praises I will lift my voice. I'm glad to know His sacrifice comes me. This world can't weigh me down. His love strengthens me. This is the day. This is the moment. I'm going to live a brand new life. I've been forgiven, so I will forgive. All for the love of Jesus Christ. There's no looking back. I'm moving ahead. Over my life, God is the head. There's no looking back. There's no looking back. I'm so glad to know that this inner bounds there is more grace. His everlasting love gives me the desire to see His face. I found the truest love that one could ever know. So wherever He leads me, in His power I will go. This is the day, this is the moment. I'm gonna live a brand new life. I've been forgiven, so I will forgive. All for the love of Jesus Christ. There's no looking back. I'm moving ahead. Over my life, God is the head. There's no looking back. There's no looking back. Can't let anything stop me.
Can't let nothing stop you.
'Cause I once was blind, but now I see. His blood has changed my destiny. It's my time now. Moving forward in His mercy.
Forward in Christ.
To the place He has prepared for me.
He has prepared for you and me.
Finally living life right now. This is the day. This is the moment. This is the day.
Tell me what you gonna do with it. Yeah.
This is the moment.
You ready? Let's go.
This is the day. This is the moment. I'm looking back. I'm not looking ahead. Over my life, God is the head. There's no looking back.
There's no looking back, yo.
There's no looking back.
There's no looking back, yo. Back, yo. Let's go.
This is the day. It's my time now. 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 Every day with Jesus is sweeter than the day before.